Smile every day like I'm Roy Lee. Yeah. And fuck what a hater gotta say to me. What? I don't talk about it cause they know I'm with it. Real talk. Think before you thug, better mind your business. Save from the block, I ain't never seen them. Hey, you small time, boy, you just a misdemeanor. Castro took my mama home, gave her back shot. Real talk. Real ones don't skill me, we don't Millie rock.
What's good? Welcome back. I'm Be Your Truth, and this is another episode of Can I Vent, powered by Music Lovers Brands, where artists can come and just be who the hell they want to be, get shit off their chests, and say it with your chest, you know what I'm saying, and keep it real. So we are here for another week. So glad to be here again. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Okay, I just have to just put that out there.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank y'all for the flowers and the cupcakes, too. I appreciate it. I got Dub. What you doing? You good?
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm good.
You know I'm still mad about the shirt. He asked us, do we want breast cancer shirts? They hot pink and white, right? He come in with a powder pink, embroidered shit. This shit look like Can I Vent Couture.
I'm not too mad because I only wear these shoes one time a year, and they actually match because they make my feet look like.
We did coordinate. We did have hot. You did.
I asked y'all.
You did say hot pink.
Don't put it.
I just didn't know we had an option for that pink. That's pretty.
You didn't give us no options. You just sent us a picture.
Yeah, he sent us a picture.
You sent us a picture. He didn't give us no options. Y'all want pink or what?
I asked y'all on the way to the store.
It's cool.
You didn't say in what combination. You see, with women, you
gotta
be
specific. But I appreciate the shirt.
Y'all not finna give me a hard time.
I appreciate the shirt.
We got company. Y'all not finna get on me.
To my far right, we got the co-host in the building, Taylor Simone. What's good?
What's up, y'all?
How you feeling? Your pink? You got your LeBron pink
you
breast
know what
cancer?
I'm saying? I done had these for a long time.
Like, y'all know that's my baby daddy.
Literally, I probably had these almost 10 years. 9 or 10 years.
You don't really wear pink then?
I don't wear tennis shoes like that. Remember?
Your feet hurt.
Heels. No, my feet don't be hurt. They be comfortable.
She wear heels.
But these make my feet look like clown feet, so I just have to.
Yeah, you got some big feet.
No, they're not that big.
I'm joking, girl.
I only wear a 9.
That's kind of normal age.
But in men's.
And men's a 9?
I feel like I'm supposed to go hoop after this. Like I'm about to
throw
somebody in real quick. Just to hear
that. And then of course, right here to my immediate right. Oh, he got so much. We had to write it down. He's straight out that cliff, first of all. So let's set the record straight. Triple D, rapper, songwriter, father. He's been featured on I Ride with Bebe, Dallas Music Spotlight, 97.9 Beat Invasion. He got hit songs including On Top, Homecoming, Self Love, and he got a new album out called Late to the Party. Pins and Needles visual just dropped Friday, so make sure y'all go check out the visual. And he needs no introduction, but this is Jayson Lyric. What are we doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm just happy to be here with y'all.
We finally got you here.
Yeah, you did on your birthday too,
right? You know what?
Divine intervention.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh,
my God. Must make the best sign.
A Virgo?
Yeah.
When your birthday?
Royalty, August 25th.
Okay, so you're not a September Virgo.
Well, my baby is September Virgo.
So you're a little better, but y'all Virgo's crazy. Anyway,
that's how we started. I just want
to get that out. Since we're speaking of birthdays, I just want to be clear. But before we get started, we like to always, of course, make sure that you're vented in. What that means is you're going to repeat after Dub. But before you do, you're going to take your shot. So we're going to talk and make sure that you're going to keep it real, right?
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take shots.
Real.
All right.
All right. So repeat after me. I promise to keep it real.
I promise to keep it real.
Tell y'all exactly how I feel.
Tell y'all exactly how I feel.
I'm going to tell it like it is 100%.
I'm always tell it like it is 100%.
So excuse me, can I vent?
I'm premature.
Your birthday got you.
Come on, boss.
Need to chase him.
Okay. That shit hit my chest. Say it with your chest, right?
You asked for it.
What was in that? That alcohol proof. Straight drop.
Straight tequila.
So before we get started with really getting to know you a little bit more, we like to always give each person an opportunity just to get something off their chest. We call it the vent in, to where you really get a chance to just say whatever on your mind. Has to have nothing to do with music, nothing to do with you being an artist, just something you've been thinking about all week, or maybe today. Some shit happened on the way here. Quick vent.
At this very moment, I'm a little hungry, so.
You hungry?
What you want to eat?
I got some fries in a Wendy's bag. Could have told me.
I'm good for some tacos.
They look cold now.
She quick
but
to
I
order
had
some
I'll
tacos
order
up
some
here.
tacos in a minute.
Quick to
I
order
ain't
some
wait all
tacos
day
up
to
here.
eat Wendy's.
Well, it's
You
something
want a
to get you.
meal, right?
Yeah,
I feel
I
you.
don't know yet. It'll come to mind. But,
Okay, you just
that's why-
hungry.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
starving right now. So
That's your biggest concern in life, food.
at this very moment, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
This food.
What about you, Doug?
What's my vent? I do got a vent. It's another question for y'all.
Oh.
ladies.
Oh
Another
Lord.
question.
Okay.
So why is it that when
Don't
y'all ask your significant other to do something, he does it right, it's all nice, it's like cleaning, we'll say that. You ask him to clean something, he does it, it's all nice and sparkling and all that good stuff. But then y'all go behind him and do it again.
Because it was nice and sparkling to
you.
your eyes.
But if it's clean, it's clean.
It's clean to you. We just
What you
wanted to pat
cleaning?
you on your back and say, thank you, baby. We appreciate you for everything that you did. We love you. I'm finna go cook. And then we're going to go back and we're going to clean up the rest of the stuff that your eyes missed.
What did you miss?
Did you clean or did you straighten up?
If it's something right here,
Exactly.
and I wipe
You
it
know,
up.
teenagers
clean
straighten.
or did
But
You
if
know,
I-
men and
if I
teenagers
clean
clean
it,
a little different
If some
normally.
waste on this table, and I clean it up and get it back.
What you
how I
clean
was
it up
looking
with?
for it.
Exactly.
What
Did
you
you
clean
just
up with?
use? Did you use a Bounty paper towel
See
to
my
wipe
point.
it up,
What
or
you-
did you
what did
actually
you-
get some
So what's your
Lysol?
point of
what's your
asking me
point?
to
So
do
leave me
it?
the
You might
fuck
just
alone.
microwave
Right.
yourself.
There
Did
you
you
go.
just get a- did
Y'all
you
just proved my point.
Exactly. Did you just wipe it up with a
Just
paper
proved my
towel, or
point.
did you get some
Y'all, if
pine
I
sol
cleaned
or
it
some
the right
So
way,
according to his, he clean.
if I
You couldn't
cleaned
see
it
it
the
no
right
more.
way, it was gone, back brand new.
Okay.
Nothing's there.
Okay.
But yet y'all come look.
Because sometimes
With a
it
white
be,
glove.
sometimes
And
it
do
be
it.
like, because sometimes
So
it
what
be
is
like
it?
the scent. You know, maybe you didn't use. Like when I ask certain people to clean up, it's like they wipe it, but then you might touch it still be a little sticky.
I don't smell enough
You don't
bleach.
smell nothing on. It's like you
Why
just
not
got the
say,
towel.
Hey,
You didn't even get the
use
soap.
this to clean that up.
Because
We don't
So
want to tell you
done.
what to do. We want to go behind
okay,
you.
here we go. Here we go, Bior. So for the men,
So we
why do
losing.
y'all get mad
We're
when we
losing.
tell y'all what to do? And
When
then
we get mad,
Yeah.
like to go, like what? Take the trash out or something, or like what we talking about? It's
clean
different
up.
levels to this. That's what I'm asking.
That's
It's
why
different
women need to
levels.
stay in their place. Clean the damn counter. No plate.
I'm just asking.
Women, we know we ain't never
I
satisfied.
laugh about it, but it's just I just thought I would ask.
Women are
y'all.
never satisfied.
Is
it
that
sounded
what
real
it is?
personal.
I think
that question sounded real personal.
That ain't personal.
reason-
P, did you do this to Dub?
I asked her the same question,
Oh,
so
okay.
she know. She probably gonna laugh when she see this. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
okay. She know.
Okay.
She know. Just wanna.
Okay.
It ain't, again, it's not even a vent. It was more of a
That's
question.
more of a question. We got you. Taylor, you got one?
Let me vent about these humans real quick.
She like aliens.
She,
I
right.
love aliens. Where y'all at? Cause I need one. Why is it that people will look at you and think you got it, not knowing you going through it, and you just gave it because God told you to give it, but you really ain't got it. You just know your blessing on the way.
That's God.
Why do
That's
people?
God
'cause
doing it.
That's what I got to
people-
vent about.
Yeah.
Cause and then when you stand on business about it, they want to act funny with you. I don't.
That's
I don't
human
like
nature, I think.
Yeah,
To
I
a
think
certain
it's human
extent.
nature
I think
to
it's
be
human nature.
a little selfish too.
Yeah.
It was the human word. We're
Yeah.
the aliens.
It is. I think humans are naturally, when you wake up, you think about what. Because you think about when you wake up, you're like, what do I want to do? What do
Right.
I feel like? I don't feel like going to work. I mean, everything is typically, for the average person, I think is about them.
But you
Right.
can't project that
Unless
onto
you got
somebody
kids,
else.
you know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
else,
Certain
right.
people, you like, okay. It's,
People
it's,
like
you
to
know.
project that like I'm not supposed to like help you
Yeah.
succeed if I'm trying to help myself succeed.
Right.
Like you can't put that task on me. Go
Like you
ask
said,
your
it's
mama and daddy.
perception, too, though. A lot of people
Yeah.
just perceive that you got it. So it's like, you have it in abundance, so go ahead and give a little.
I'm gonna just say right here on screen, don't ask me. I'm broke right now.
No, you're not
you.
broke.
For you, right.
Don't claim that.
you.
Don't
I'm
claim
broke
that
for
broke
you.
spirit.
Don't ask me.
Don't claim that broke spirit. We not broke. We just going through some times. We just going through times. I don't really have no vent today. No, not a
Cause it's your
vent.
birthday.
I mean, I don't have a vent. I got a. I will say this because it is my birthday. Trying to figure out how to say it right. Don't let nobody trick you about your spot
Mm.
and trick you about your blessings, because just don't. Because the devil, as fast as God works, the devil works too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for artists, for entrepreneurs, whether you looking in the dating pool, whether you trying to get a promotion, like everything is literally one thing away. One thing. One record, one beat, one
One
post,
trial and tribulation.
one share, one connection, one investor, one person to just say, yeah, that's hard. Or one you know what I'm saying? One cosign. Like, just, you might be really, really closer than what you think. I'll say that. You might be closer to your blessing than what you think.
I love that.
So if you gonna let somebody trick you about what God got for you, what the kids say is diabolical. You know what I'm saying? You done went too hard. So don't let nobody stop you from what you got going on, even the devil included. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I got today. I had to really have a self-talk.
Quick question: what they do for Big Mama for her birthday?
Nothing.
Oh, they some hoes.
No, my family.
everybody.
My family came. I did. I did. My family got together last night at my house, and we just kind of hung out, had some food and some cake, and hung out. And nothing major because it's a weekday.
Right.
But I might do something this weekend. But no, I don't turn. Life just be life. You be like, I ain't got time for this shit no more. I'm getting too old for that. But yeah, so that's my event. All right. Now that we got past the events, we got you here finally. After 36 messages.
Back and forth.
36, I counted them. Sir, do you see me? I'm talking to you. When you coming?
So you know how you like message somebody and go to your request?
Yeah.
That's where your messages was going.
Oh,
Yeah.
the non-important people.
Right. So I literally.
He
Okay.
just answered your question.
Okay.
No, I literally would have to check that category to know
see it,
about
that's
those
true.
messages.
Yeah, it'd be crazy messages over there.
But
I'm
when
not
I-
important enough to follow right now.
Nah, it ain't.
All right, wait. You just
I
wait.
just didn't see it. That's all to follow. But nah, we here. So
Yeah.
on
Thank
your
you for
birthday.
coming. Thank you
know
for
what
coming.
I mean?
He keeps saying that, like, live in the present, not in the past.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
Right, literally.
Why you worry about
Let
that?
my boy
I
make
did it,
over there.
okay?
Let him make it over there.
So, just for people that don't know exactly who you are, if you have to just explain to somebody in a nutshell who Jayson Lyric, the artist, is, they've never heard your music, how would you explain yourself?
I think the word artist is a very powerful word. And I think I am the true definition of an artist. So we'll start there. I try to do things from my perspective, what I really feel. I don't try to follow trends, waves. I really try to paint the picture I see, whether it's from life experiences or just from the heart or what I see. So there, I've been doing music all my life, so it's not like a get rich scheme for me. This is really like a passion. It's my purpose. And when I say purpose, it's just a lot of ways for me to express myself and help people like get through their daily whatever they're going through. So I've had, supporters reach out and be like, hey, you helped me get through this tough time.
Right.
Or you saved me from doing this in my life. And can I bring you $1,000 because whatever.
Wow.
Like, it's really like the power of music is incredible. So purpose, artistry. I'm from Dallas, born and raised. So I'm not just out here like
Claiming the culture?
like talking about a culture that I ain't lived through. I went to DISD schools.
Make it known. He went to a Dallas school.
Because that matters.
your
You
one.
really from Dallas.
For me, somebody that's from Dallas, it matters because you just know what Dallas has grew into, because what it started from. You know what I mean? So everything about me is Dallas. I try to keep that in mind, that where I'm from. I'm a father, so shout out to my daughter.
How old is she?
She's 14.
Oh,
So
yeah,
teen
yeah,
daddy.
Ooh,
You got-
Yeah,
I'm
I
with you.
got
Mine's
some
is
years in the
15.
game.
Yeah.
Mine's is
You know what I mean?
15.
So at that point, she's a little lady. So I'm raising a young adult.
Right.
I think that's the best way I can put it off the top of my head. We finally made it, but we just getting started. So
Absolutely.
a lot of I don't know, a lot of places to go with this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
And
you
you're
will.
going there.
And you will.
Thank you.
When did you know you wanted to be a rapper? Like, was it in high school? Was it before then? Or?
It was middle school actually.
Okay.
It's crazy because 8 Mile, like Eminem, Like,
Sweaty, weak,
Right.
arms heavy.
like
Rabbit
just-
got you inspired.
Rabbit
Nah,
got you,
facts.
huh?
Seeing him, I guess, come from that struggle and then like battle rapping, being battle tested. You know.
You battle rapped?
Nah, I didn't battle rap, but I guess just seeing him having to overcome and compete with so many people, and you know, he was just like some little white boy in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But that motivated me to start like rapping. And I've always been into music because I played the drums in church.
I was just about to ask you, what instrument did you play?
I played drums, but I also sung in choir. So,
Okay. You were bad.
All the back ends was in
Anybody
choir,
in
right?
choir was bad.
Nah, I was actually sheltered as a kid.
Okay.
And that's a whole nother story. So, but I was in the male choir. I was like the youngest cat, but I always had like the deepest voice.
Okay. Okay.
But just to give some of that music background, and yeah, that's where we at with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Interesting. I got the song "Self Love." We were talking about it before you got
I
here.
ain't trying to be perfect.
Featuring you said Nevaeh, right?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that song a couple years ago.
Okay.
And I was going through a really weird space, and getting out of a relationship. And that song was like my reel on every damn post for a minute.
Okay.
Mine too recently.
I used to, like literally in the morning, I'd be crying listening to it. And what inspires self-love? And if you haven't listened to it, go listen to Self-Love. Because that song is just like refreshing, number one, for hip-hop. And then I was like, he's from Dallas? And that's when I first heard about you.
Right.
Was on that record. What inspires self-love, and what does that mean to you?
The real story is my creative director at the time. She asked me to make a song about women, like literally having sex with themselves.
That's not the lyrics that I read.
Okay. Learn something new today.
Wait a minute. This might be.
Learn something
This
new.
might be the clip.
Plot twist.
Learn something new today.
Plot twist, because in my head, I'm like, yeah, I gotta love myself.
So I mean,
Not like that, though.
you know what I mean?
I mean,
Do your thing. I ain't gonna.
What you do at
But,
home is what you do at
so I was
home.
working on an R&B project already called Out of Body Experience, which was, you know, it came from like a sex story or whatnot.
Okay.
So she was like, "Hey, make a song about, you know, we hear a lot of songs about male on female, but what about a woman that actually like playing with herself, et cetera, et cetera."
Right.
And I'm like, that's a little too explicit for like my audience, but I'll put a spin on it, and like the double meaning will be like self-love, as far as like, you know, on some like she taking care of herself, whether it's like internally.
I gotta go back and listen now.
now I gotta go back and read the words.
You just okay.
So-
I have a different mind.
Somebody told me not to tell the story, but I gotta keep it real, right?
No, I keep it
Right,
real.
right.
Already
You've
been
So
been
when I
in.
say they already know how I'm coming,
Yeah.
it's a play on words.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it's a double meaning.
That's
Learn
the
something new
artistic
today.
side of it, though.
Right.
That's a real
that
artist.
it
Changes the
is. It is.
perspective
real
of how
It
you
is.
look at something.
Right.
That's,
And not to jump around, but a lot of my songs are double meaning. So even on top, you mentioned.
Okay.
On top as in physically.
Yeah.
But also a woman working her way to the top.
Oh.
So like, you can listen
Now I
to
gotta
it.
go back and listen.
I
Just
Yeah.
just gotta go
yeah.
listen to all the albums again
Yeah.
and be like, oh, he meant this and this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
slow
To me, that's
grind,
what the real artist should come from. The, like you said, okay, slow grind. Okay.
slow grind, you know, double meaning.
Look, now
Right.
she's read all
Now
the
you tryna
words.
analyze
Okay.
it for real.
Nasty,
That's
but
gonna be my CD on the way home.
Great.
I'm gonna listen to
And
it.
I guess as a songwriter, that's one of my like styles too.
That's unique though. Like not too
Thank
many
you.
people do that. Not too many people have a song where you can change the perspective of the song. Like it can mean one thing, but it can also have another meaning. But they both coincide with each other.
Right.
Not too many artists do that.
And it's also a piece of the game that I feel like is missing when I think of the female artist. One thing that I always loved about Beyonce is that she had a way of being freaky in the classiest way.
Yes.
And it's like, I used to be like, okay, so wait a minute. Did she just say
Driving
the
pull up
microphone?
the
Okay,
partition.
so wait a
please.
minute. So what just happened? It's like, to me, that's what art is. When you have to look at it so many different angles before you can see it. But it's just like, lick my asshole. It's like that. You couldn't think of nothing else to say that would have made us get a little more like thought you know what I'm saying, thought evoking.
Metaphor with
So
it.
for me, the metaphors, the similes, the double entendres, the triple entendres, to me, those are what real music.
Right, and it goes
Real
back to
artist.
that. It goes back to there aren't too many lyricists nowadays. Like people, their music is making it because they popular, not because they actually have talent.
Right.
And I like to tell people all the time that when you listen to music is affirmations. Real music is affirmations.
Absolutely.
So you can listen to songs like Self Love. There was some like lyrics in your song where I'd be like, dang, because at the time I was going through a divorce. Y'all don't know that was. But listening to the song, I'm like, okay, I need to apply this to myself.
Yeah.
Write this on my mirror. Write this on my sticky note.
Yeah.
Because music is affirmations, and if you listen to the right music, it's gonna change your mood in the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a difference between gimmick rappers and real rappers.
I'm telling you.
He's a real
So
rapper,
to that, do you
to
think
make it
things
that
are
way,
starting? Do you think hip hop is taking a turn again in the right direction lyrically? Do you think people are kind of tired of where rap is?
I think music generally is in a weird space. There isn't. It's like, I know Jay-Z said the Wild Wild West, but that's really what it still is, because there is no like, do this, like there's no structure, which is a good and a bad thing. Because for me, I was telling my guy, like, the creator has the power again. You know what I mean? You see the labels like getting rid
Backing
of,
out,
because they can't compete with, you know, a guy going viral on TikTok overnight. You know, I made a post for Self Love, excuse me, and I literally got 10,000 followers overnight on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And so that's usually what you would have to pay
the labels,
a marketing company to do. You pay them $5,000, they get so many influencers to listen to your songs, et cetera, et cetera. But it's not that no more. Like it's
You
it's
can
complete
self-market
freedom.
yourself.
The control is gone.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't like.
Right.
And that's why the money is dwindling, because it's like we can't stop anything no more.
But again, with that comes, you know, the bad. Now everybody can upload a song. And you know, they say how many songs uploaded a day, but
They say, but only like 7% of songs even heard.
right. So
by audience.
it's like saturates everything. But I feel like you find the right audience, you find your community tribe, you be good. You know what I mean? Because
niche.
there's an audience for everything.
Yeah.
So to your music is this that I feel like you can't really say music is one thing. If it feeds that person's soul,
Then,
you know, then that's
because
music
somebody
to them.
enjoys the ratchet shit.
Now we might have our own taste.
I like sophisticated.
Who gave it that sophisticated? So who was sophisticated? What artist?
Definition: you can have sophistication while being ratchet.
So what artist embodies that?
Who created that?
What artist? That is a good.
Give me one artist that's sophisticated.
Right.
They can so
Make
they
it
can be
make sense.
sophisticated and ratchet.
Yeah, Lotto.
Maybe.
Nah, she's ratchet.
Okay.
She's sophisticated, but she ratchet.
Okay.
Give me a minute. Come back to that. I gotta think of somebody.
I think
You niggas
Beyonce
ratchet.
shows, like, you know,
She could be sophisticated.
you know, she has those times where like
The Queens is gonna eat you down. The Beehive is gonna eat y'all down.
They finna
I
come
love
after
You call
us.
Beyonce
They about to
ratchet?
come
But
after us.
Beyonce get ratchet for Jay-Z though. You gotta pay attention to that. Like
Is it ratchet or just a little hoary?
ratchet.
which one?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
worse?
when he have
You
a
ain't
rapping-
seen the Lemonade album?
when they have a
I'd rather
rapping-
get hoary from my
You ain't
husband
seen the
than ratchet.
Lemonade album? Did
I
you?
don't know.
Hot sauce in her purse, dragging around with.
Is that ratchet or country?
That was ratchet.
You go back to Bootylicious. Like that was
Bootylicious.
No.
was ratchet.
What we not gonna do is we not gonna correlate Beyonce with Destiny Child because she left them. Okay, with the writings on the wall.
in
We
the
not
Hive.
finna do that. I
She part of
felt
the
something
Hive.
She
like
part of the
that.
Hive.
She part of the
Okay.
Hive.
I'm not a part of the Hive.
Sorry.
I'm part of the
You got real
Destiny's
defensive
Child.
over it.
Oh.
That's
I'm
a
part of the
difference.
Destiny's Child.
Okay.
And
My
Now
bad.
you're
was
part of
mad.
Destiny's Child with Michelle or Latavia and Latoya?
all of them. Writings on the
they
wall.
cater to
If
you.
you
They
leave
cater
her,
to
I'll
you.
leave him. We'll pack our bags. Don't say
Bills,
a word.
bills.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I don't play that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell your age, baby. Because I'm finna name all the songs. Like, wait a minute. I don't even know that song. I wasn't born
Y'all
yet.
finna go down a whole different rabbit hole.
I wasn't even born to Riders on the Wall. I don't even know what the hell that is.
But to answer your question, what self-love is to me,
Thank you for bringing it back.
Yeah,
Right,
bring it back.
right.
We get distracted easy.
just making sure you right, like mentally, physically, you just in good spirits.
Right.
Do something that you consider care, you know what I mean, self-care day, whether that's, I don't know, going to the spa,
Pouring
you
into
know what I mean,
yourself.
buying yourself, Yeah, but just like pouring into yourself, and some days you might have to like turn your phone off or go into D&D and just like make sure you good, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I mean?
That's
So
a word.
just self love, like for me,
You ever put your phone on D&D?
all the time.
Dang, I'm trying to be
That's
like
so
you.
hard to do with
I'm
kids.
telling you.
I think that's my excuse that I have kids and why I won't do it.
Right.
But I think I could.
Well, for my daughter, I give her whatever access so she can just call through, because she ain't let me do that.
Yeah, she gonna call back to back to back.
Yeah.
My son will email me,
Email.
Oh, he know how to get in touch with you for sure.
Mom, I know you see me calling you.
So a little bit about right now. Dallas has a wave, right? A new. It's like we're going back into a Dallas wave again. You've been around for a couple of the waves and seen it happen.
Come and go.
And your thoughts. I know you have a core audience. I've seen some of your shows where there's a lot of people there, right? And I call those like to me like J. Cole's, your Key Glocks. There's a lot of artists that they don't even really announce when they're having something, but when you go, it's sold out. And you like, well, who the hell? How they know? You know? And it's their core people, and it's not really just oversaturated in the media per se or the popular crowd. With the Dallas wave, how tapped in are you into it? Do you stay away from the politics side of it and trying to be cool and fit in, or like what are your thoughts on Dallas right now?
First off, I'm proud of everything that's happening, because we didn't have eyes on Dallas for the longest. Nobody.
Facts.
You was a Dallas artist. What that meant? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think to see that, you know, the young cats just like actually get national exposure, you know, and it's not because somebody died or like you know, something like that. It's really like, I don't know, I feel like I helped pioneer that. You know what I'm saying? I helped go down that trail and create it for the next people to come through. And my goal is to continue to like pour into like people that's coming up more. You know what I'm saying? Only thing with Dallas, I feel like it's a lot of street music, which is cool, but we need more balance with what's getting put at the forefront.
I could agree with that.
So, but I love everything that's taking place right now. I told my guy the other day, man, you better get in where you fit in, because it's happening. Like, this is what we've been waiting for.
I agree.
You know
You
what I'm
can miss
saying?
it if you're not ready.
You're gonna miss it. You seeing more people like be a part of marketing or whatever, or want to be A&Rs. Everybody not just rapping, you know what I'm saying? People
They
creating
said-
labels.
They said by 2030, Dallas is going to be bigger than Chicago and more culturally diverse too. So I see a lot of like the music industry being integrated a little bit similar to Atlanta, but Dallas being the new Atlanta. Just
Yeah,
It's
I
a
guess
lot
in
of
some
people,
in
to a
some
certain
cases,
extent.
I mean, we starting to get festivals. We starting to get big like workshops and stuff like that. I mean, it's always been a corporate city, so it's a lot of money here.
A lot of money in Dallas.
You know what I mean?
Which is a really big consumer market. So I think it has to shift a little bit on that side of it, where we have to start spending more money, you know, with the people that come from here.
I just
So
feel like
there's a lot of people that
circulating the
migrate
dollar.
to Dallas. It's like, no, we need the core of
Circulate
it.
it,
And I also think that I like the new Dallas wave, that they are working together, but I still want to see more Dallas artists tap in with Dallas.
right.
You know, I would expect more features with the big X's and the four bats and the, you know, I want to see more of the unity, even if you're on a different level.
Right.
I just feel like Atlanta gonna rock with Atlanta, Houston gonna rock with Houston, and Dallas still to me hasn't really embodied that yet. We haven't figured that part out yet.
Because it's not gonna come from the artists. Like, artists we so mystique, we so like, you know,
Everybody's
in our
cool.
own world.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some exec or A&R
To
actually
orchestrate.
because that's how Atlanta works.
Yeah.
Somebody else is putting those plays
Yeah.
together. You have like QCs is like, hey, you need to get in the studio with such and such, and I trust this man's word. All right, I'm
And
gonna
Dallas
go over
doesn't
there.
have a huge hierarchy
don't.
of leaders.
We've been
So,
out
yeah.
here just like,
thugging it.
yeah, running around like.
Yeah.
For how you are as an artist, do you ever find it difficult as far as like the difference between, say, like yourself and like the new Dallas, like how their movement is? Do you ever find it difficult for yourself to create music to stay, I guess, still popular
Relevant.
and keep? I know you have your own audience, but you know,
Not difficult, because I like where I'm at in my situation. You know, I have my own, I don't know, I guess audience, as you would say. their audience ain't mine, so I'm not competing with them in no way. But they do have more of like blogs. It's not a lot of blogs that's just like well diverse and what they follow and what they keep up with. So I would just say we have more media outlets that want to post more than just.
Well, keep us abreast of it because we're always open to supporting across the board and not being biased, obviously. But we only know, like you said, what we see. Right. So it's like, oh, well, that's who's people, you know. But it's hard to tap into those people that you don't know who to follow. You know what I'm saying? So if you know upcoming events, festivals that rappers go to that's not in the hood circuit, I'll say, and it's a different type of, you know what I'm saying, motivational, whatever kind of rap it is, or even you know, singers, the Erykah Badu's, the people that deal with the you know, at the music thing downtown Dallas and the Black Arts Museum. I mean, it's hard to know. You know what I'm saying?
It's so much going on.
It is. So Dallas has a lot going on, but like you said, if we're more cultured and want to talk about the popular shit as media. So.
I mean, I'm lost on the daily. Like, damn, I didn't know that was going on to the day of. Or like, there's so much going on, which is a good thing too, because I tell you, Dallas is growing. And there's so many different communities. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And so I love it. Keep building.
All right, we will.
For sure.
Got something?
I don't got nothing. Like, I just want to say that I was at the show when you opened up for Lauren London. Not Lauren London. Lady London.
I like her.
And it was a packed house. Like, everybody was there. I was like, dang, look at Jayson, you know, over there doing his thing, and Jayson was winning DJ. This shit. Yeah, you know, it's like a proud moment when you like, I don't know, like the story, the background, but I'm just like, I'm proud of you. So how did that make you feel? Because you know, Lady London go hard, and to open up for her, and y'all have kind of like similar styles in regards to like music genres. Like, how did that make you feel?
How did it make me feel?
Because I got a picture of y'all.
Yeah.
I think I sent it to you.
Oh, I need that.
I didn't send it to you? Okay, I got a picture of y'all that I took.
Oh, okay, you did post it.
I did send it to you. Yeah.
You did. I mean, I'm such things are supposed to happen the way they are, so I feel like I was supposed to be there. You know what I mean?
I agree.
She's dope. That was my first time seeing her in person. And shout out to J Dot for setting that up. He's one of the managers. And even for him to be like, okay, this makes sense.
Same stuff.
I feel like he see the bigger picture of what I'm trying to do.
Absolutely.
But it felt good. You know, black women are my number one listener. So that's my audience, and I'm going to continue to cater to them.
So speaking of black women, do you think Kamala is up for the job? What you think about having a black woman run the country?
I just feel like
I don't want you to say who you're gonna mind you. I don't want you to say who you're gonna vote for. I want you when you say the black, because you know black women are a unique species, right? So when I say unique in the most powerful, positive way, but I've seen a lot of black men comment on not wanting to vote for her, and I find it kind of interesting. Of like, you would rather a white racist guy than a black woman. So that's interesting to me. So I just want to know your perspective on, like, do you think she's ready to, like, and can take on the task, not who you vote for?
The Americans just need to be single.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't know much about politics. I don't keep up with it enough. You know, I'm not opposed to a black woman running the U.S. country, by far, like being president. I wish we had more choices of candidates, like just these two. It's not
more options. You need more options, right?
And I don't mean that.
I'm not into politics, but I know these two motherfuckers ain't in.
You need like one more thrown in there.
I just wake up and I'm like, hey, vote for the one or the other, and it's like
it's just a lot. It's a lot,
and I don't know. For me right now, I know it does affect everybody, but politics is politics. Like, when you think about all these big people, they are in their own
element,
like thing. They don't.
So it more matters about who you vote for in the city, like city councils.
Yes, always. Mayor,
exactly.
or what are you doing in the city? You know what I'm saying? Who are you getting out there touching? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think that's what's most important for me.
Okay.
So anytime Ford Cliff throws something, I try to get out there. I've been out there a couple times, hand out lunches and stuff.
Okay.
Because it directly affects us
Whatever.
and you.
Do your fair share of
community.
philanthropy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's dope. Good answer. Now they're not gonna chew you out. No,
It's
I'm
the
playing.
real though.
You're right. That's right.
We kind of already talked about Dallas and popularity and politics, so we already kind of did that. Are you independent, and like, what's your label situation? And if you are independent, like, how do you? I know it takes a lot of money to fund what you're trying to do. Like, what's the play for you?
Yeah, definitely independent. I've always been independent. Even when I did my deal with Asylum, it was just a distribution deal. So right now, I got a couple distribution deals on the table. But again, music is in such a weird space. Nobody really knows what to expect. We all kind of figuring out, like, and it's almost from like do-it-yourself records. Like, you know what I mean? And so that's why I'm at with it. I literally try to build with my in-house people, with my friends, and like in a circle. I think you should build it like a small business. You know what I'm
Network
saying?
is your network.
That's pretty much what it is.
Build from the inside out. Like,
Yeah, you should market it like a mom and pop store until you continue to like get it bigger and bigger. And I think that's where people will see success in nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, labels, distribution is just a loan.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And so you just
What you
don't-
can get from bank with business credit and it'd be
so
less interest.
Again, you get your business together, your circle together, you can go get whatever they handing out, 50K. You know what I mean? So
I just said it the
I'm
other
about to
day.
say-
I was like, I'm so confused why people want to deal so bad.
Yeah,
Like, I get it, but I'm like, you know, you can go to the bank
That's
and the
what I
interest
was
is way less.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, would it be more beneficial to be an independent artist or to be signed to a label? Because I feel like if you're signed to a label, it's just a recognition of saying I'm signed to this label.
Right.
But as an independent artist, you saving money.
I think it's
You
power
have
plays that can be made with a
you
label.
have
Right.
what is it?
Your
It's
own.
it's creative
create.
direction to kind of do what you want. You don't have a label kind of telling
sure.
you where to go. Like,
Yeah.
which one do you think being independent is more beneficial than being signed to a label, or do you think they both have their equal benefits?
I think it's all situational. You know what I mean? For me, definitely independent because I don't mind doing the work.
Okay.
You know, a lot of artists, they just want to put music out.
And they want
like,
somebody else to filter it. and
Yeah,
figure out what to
and
do
they
with
might
it.
not have the drive
Right.
or like the passion to want to go look into like what you got to do to collect publishing.
Right.
Or
right.
you know what you got to do to go get that bank loan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But me, I enjoy the work. So again, I look at myself as a businessman. It's boss day. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
so-
Happy Boss Day.
So I enjoy the work.
Right.
And I don't mind putting the work in to build my own thing. You know, in-house for me was always brick by brick building my own empire. So.
And you outlasted a lot of people. So I think doing it that way, you never, you know, you can't never. No one could shut you down. Nobody can
Right.
drop you.
No,
I've
fact.
seen some people get dropped from their labels. It's like
And nobody
you
can,
not only owe them money, but you're also dropped.
What
like
you
what
gotta
the
do,
hell? It's
right.
like it's a no win.
You still
and
in the
nobody
hole.
can change your style neither. Because there's been a
Right.
lot of artists I've watched. They were independent at first, and then they get signed to a label. And a name that I shall mention, I love this motherfucker. Like, I mean, dang, can
You
I
don't have
cuss
to
like
name
that?
drop.
I ain't gonna name drop, but music was fire as an independent artist. Get signed to a major label, and I'm like, I do not like this album. And people were like, why you don't like this album? I said, it's not their music. Like, this is not the music that they were making
They
before they got
created, yeah.
signed. And it's trash. The whole album is trash. They were jamming it because they weren't prior fans. They didn't listen when they were underground. They didn't listen when they was, getting it out the mud. So it's like, I feel like that when you are an independent artist, it gives you the creative ability to be yourself, and you don't have somebody telling you, well, this is what society is like, and this is what is getting the views, this is what is getting the likes. Do this, because it takes you away from your purpose. So
You literally gotta look at it as you going to like work for a corporation because
Right.
everything
With a dress
Right.
code.
Yeah.
It's time.
With,
and
yeah, with
rules,
everything.
yeah.
you know,
HR. Yeah.
you gotta turn over this by this, and
Yeah.
I dealt with the same thing. It's a different type of pressure.
Yeah.
Even when I was with management with Milk and Honey, it was more so like, hey, let's move on this time, or we gotta
Yeah. What we
get this
doing?
record out by this, and it was just so systematic, and which is not bad at all. I learned a lot as far as like just structure, but me as an artist, I like having the time
right.
to
To
put,
work on what
put
you
love
want.
into what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
sometimes it
I love
takes
it.
Yeah.
months out, years to put an album together or something for me. at
Yeah.
least.
Right.
But it used to back in the day too, before things became so viral and so Instagram and social media. I remember when artists would really only drop one album a year.
Right.
Yes.
Because there was no possible way. And you'd be like, you only got 10 songs? But it's
Right.
like, I mean, you're talking about a song a month damn near.
Mhm.
And now people are putting out 10 records in a weekend.
Right.
And you're like,
Records with 32 songs.
you're like,
on
what
them, like,
happened? You know, so I
where
mean,
does this
I think society and,
minutes.
and electronics have forced you to have to, I don't want them to forget about me. They can't forget about me. So I
Speed
got
up
to
the
give them
process.
something new.
Right.
You know, so that's, yeah. So
I
how
would
do you,
say you definitely in this day and age you got to be, I guess, more efficient with the releases because people's
Forget.
yeah.
quick in a matter of point
But you gotta also understand,
Attention.
Kendrick Lamar didn't say this, but I'm gonna say the opposite version. Sometimes you gotta not pop out and show niggas.
Yeah.
Cause when you pop back out, they're gonna be like, dang. They're gonna
Yeah.
start listening to your old stuff
Right.
and be like, I forgot about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And they gonna blast it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the biggest artists in the world, like what Travis, took him 5 years to drop Utopia from Astro World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator drops every few years. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So they still take their time.
Yeah. And they've built core
Right.
audiences.
Right.
Yeah.
But no offense, if you're able to put an album, a great album together in like a month, then do it.
Then do
you
it,
know what I
right.
mean? Like,
That's why they selling 10,000 copies
yeah.
total. Because
Dun, dun,
because
dun.
they're
Everything
not
now
putting them
streams,
together.
though.
They're not putting them together accurately. Yeah, that's why.
So with that in mind, how do you go about creating a song or even an album? Like, what's it like going in the studio for you? To create
Inspiration. It usually comes from life experiences. You know, I record everything from the house. I got my own home studio.
Gotcha.
So I have my own production team too. So
No, you just handy mandy.
Go
You
ahead.
got everything.
All in
Pop
house.
your
No.
shit, young man.
well,
He's like, I have my own
because
production
it
team.
allows us to create our own sound.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And even when I started working with them, some of them they didn't know my sound, but we came together and created something. Allows me
Create
to
your own space of peace too.
Yeah, it allows me to build with them, and we do our own mix and master. That's the whole thing about in-house. You know,
You
the
do
goal is
everything.
to cut out the middleman. So even where music is now was kind of always where I was going with it. I wanted to do things myself just because I feel like nobody can tell my story better than me.
Facts.
People might say I'm a little controlling, but why wouldn't I want
It's
to?
your destiny.
It's your
You want
stuff.
it how
It's
you
your
want
it's
it,
your
yeah.
life.
Why wouldn't
It's
I
your
want to
Yeah.
control my narrative? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My mom always told me nobody gonna treat your baby like you. So
Exactly.
like
Right.
this is my baby. I wanna protect it with my all. So
Yeah.
but yeah, for me, I'm writing constantly, and I'm working with at least like 10 different producers. So sometimes they collab on production. Sometimes like Self Love, that's just me and K Gray, and he just knows me so well. So he kind of knows what to send me, what tempo, and I trust him creatively to just send me in a direction, or he challenges me to create something. So, yeah, music-wise, that's never been an issue for me, within the team.
Gotcha. Make it easy.
I
We
love it.
got a few little questions in the vent bowl.
Oh, Lord.
So they could be
If we
random.
covered it already, just throw it out.
Yeah, it might be random questions. It could be about you, could not be about you, but everybody
Okay.
will grab one. And we'll start with Dub.
Don't start with me.
Yeah. Anybody can chime in and answer these questions.
Like anybody?
Yeah, this one is a group discussion.
Okay.
So staying in a relationship past 5 years with no ring, is that a red flag or no?
Done it.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Oh, I said this is a group discussion.
I've done it.
Longer
Switch
than
up
5
the whole
years?
narrative for a moment.
I was longer than 5 years, then ended up getting married at like 7.
You got married at year 7?
7.
Yeah.
How long
Now,
you still
hold on.
married?
I got married when I was 25, met when we were 19. So 6. It was like 6 years.
For real?
No, I got married when I was 25. Yeah. It
And
was
this-
like 6 years.
The
I
divorce.
ain't know it was that
right?
long.
How long were y'all together? I mean, how long did y'all stay
I was
married?
getting it.
Yeah.
5.
So you stayed, so 12 year total almost.
Yeah, 12, 13 years.
Why you
So,
looking at me?
I'm just saying. I ain't mean to look at you, but I mean, but the 5-year mark was me saying, so what we doing? Like, we got a baby. We got,
that's
you
it.
know,
Yeah, what you smiling?
you came in with a
See,
kid.
that's why I don't do it.
You came in with a kid. I came in with a kid. They brothers now. We all intertwined. So what we doing? Because I'm getting old. And after a while, it was more so the pressure. So I don't know what would have happened if I didn't pressure. But I think I feel like a man knows what he wants within the first 2 years. So even now being 33 and looking back, I'm like, that man may have loved me, but he didn't know what he wanted. And I was pressuring him into wanting something that he didn't know that he wanted. So I kind of wasted my time making him want something he didn't know that he was wanted, which is why I went through the shit that I went through in order to make him better for another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think it just answered the whole question.
yeah, so it's just like when you get older, you start to realize.
So we're not waiting 5 years.
Yeah, don't wait 5
years.
years because a man knows when he's ready. He knows. You know what I'm saying? And even if he's scared,
he still knows.
That man is going to be like, he gonna tell you, I'm scared, but I know I want you. I don't know how I want this or how this is gonna go or what we doing, but let's figure this out. I ain't get that.
Absolutely. So I know she summed up a lot of your thoughts.
Right.
You think
it's all right?
You think 5 years is too long to sit around and wait?
Well, to her situation.
No, your
situation. No, your situation. This is for you. This is for you. Okay?
She told her story.
For Taylor, yes.
I think don't do it until you, at least for me, I'm very logical, right, with all my decisions. And don't do it until you're ready, until it makes sense for you. And so men are already very career driven, and we put that first. So if a man is feel like he's still establishing that, marriage is, it might be the last thing on his mind, because honestly he probably feel like he already married to you. And
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Y'all getting the milk before the
yeah, that is an issue. But in today's time, you kind of have to find a partner to survive in this world. Like, I'm just
economy
keeping it.
Nah, you right though.
Like, you know what I mean?
Please be with me. I'm broke.
Please be my roommate.
We can be roommates. Give me 2 years. I can't convince you to be married.
You don't even got to pay the rent. Just pay the electric and the water.
Hell no.
It takes a village to really build a family.
It takes a village to raise a child.
No, to a family.
You an adult, Damon.
But you gotta understand, people.
I need a village. I need 3 of y'all.
People are gonna, like, you know, in today's time, like, with so much going on,
right?
And all the options you get on social media,
they're not real options, though.
So
I need people to know that.
He is just saying
not,
being
right?
a poly
not real
relationship.
options.
You
Right.
find
He
out
just
that-
saying being a
look like
poly
that.
relationship.
No,
Like,
Not necessarily.
I don't believe in
Please,
poly
don't put that on
at
me
all.
like that.
I just feel like find a partner, man, and if she wants to do it then and there, and you know you don't, then
Don't
call it quits.
Gotcha.
Don't waste each other's
What
time.
you think, Doug?
What, 5 years? That's a
a
long
long
time.
time.
And you don't get time back.
okay,
You
just make me feel
So-
stupid.
No,
No, but
not
you
in your
were in your
situation.
20s
Yeah.
though too. So I mean, to
I
that
wasn't even in
advantage.
my 20s. I was in my
It's-
19s.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It's
that's
the growth.
a little different.
As you go, you learn. So, but 5 years, like you said, most men know what they want within a year, 2 years.
Did you
max.
hear what I
So,
said before? I said
Yeah.
5 years and the first 2 years and
Exactly.
what I realized at 33.
Later, right? And that's
Okay.
why I say
Just
it's
rewind
the-
that and add that.
And then at the end of the
Right.
day, it's the communication. Like I always say,
Yeah.
y'all both got to be on the same
And know
page
what y'all
for it to
want,
work.
yeah.
He gotta let you know he's not ready,
Yeah.
and what you want to do with that.
Because if he upfront up
And most
and
women
let
think
you
they
know,
can
yeah.
convince a man to do something though. I'm one.
But if you meet a man in your 20s, how many of them know what they want in their 20s? That's
That's
what you
my
got to
thing.
Yeah, I
Look,
wouldn't marry
understand.
nobody.
Look,
in
That's
my
what you
20s.
gotta
I ain't
understand,
I wouldn't
though.
think
You
about
don't
marriage
I
really-
wasn't
at
thinking
20.
about marriage when I was 20.
Yeah.
Right,
You
that's
don't
what you got to
really
understand.
figure out really who
I
you
wouldn't think
are
about
until
that.
you get into your
30.
30s.
Yeah,
Right.
late 20s and your
You know what I'm
30s,
saying?
yeah.
Life didn't make sense till I hit 30. And that's
Yeah,
just being
so-
real.
And I'm
So-
still confused as hell.
Right. Still,
Right.
still going through
So
certain
what was I
things.
supposed to be
Right.
doing today?
So I'm like, but yeah.
Let me grab it. You trying to hand me a certain one.
I was grabbing
Because
for me.
we might have
We
was
we might have
passing
covered
it
it. If we
My
covered
bad.
it,
We
then,
passed
yeah.
it.
We might have
Okay,
covered
we
some
already,
of them.
we did. Okay, this one's
We
about
already did
music.
that?
Yeah, you go ahead.
It's because I just read about this today. BET Hip Hop Awards was held in Vegas at Club Drea's. Is hip hop not even respected by the mainstream media?
Because they don't do that show live.
No, but
It's
it's
always
always been at
pre-recorded.
an arena or auditorium. It was at a
Yeah.
club
It don't
An
never.
with bottles and
Auditorium?
sections.
Bottle, yeah.
It was done at an
No,
auditorium
it's
before?
normally
No.
like the one in
Andreas?
Atlanta. It's normally done like
They
a,
do
in
it
a
at, like, the Fox
you know
Theater or
at a
something like that in
theater.
Atlanta.
But this year
Yeah.
was done at a club,
They did
literally
at
like
Dre's.
bottles sections.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Awards wasn't even at a venue; it was at a club.
They
So
didn't
is
treat
that
it like
does
a
that say
award show.
that hip hop is not?
I feel like
Like-
it goes back to the popularity. Like,
It's just nothing.
I'm not saying it's nothing. I'm just saying that it's who's more popular than who. It's not based on who really has talent.
Yeah. I see somebody post and said the talent pool for hip hop must be shit. Because I'm turning the channel. Like, I mean, it's getting worse each year.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's
like,
getting worse and worse.
The BET hip hop wars has been on downhill for
since
a
it started.
minute. Like, you know, it's never been a lot of effort put into it. Like of recent, you know what I mean? The performances,
none of the top artists go.
So. They don't.
Right. So at this point, I feel like they did what they thought people was coming out to. I guess I don't know.
People like bottles and sections. We're gonna get y'all ass bottles and sections.
Or what they could afford.
What they could afford.
You know? I was supposed to go, which is crazy, but I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
You just had a free trip to Vegas, basically, like a
college,
chill trip.
College and high school sports, NIL money. Is money messing up sports pre NFL, pre NBA? Like, is times changing with sports?
So. Times is changing, yeah. But I think them kids, man, they putting their bodies on the line too, so they deserve some type of insurance. You know what I mean?
But do they still deserve it if they're on a full ride scholarship?
Yeah, like for sure.
I don't know. See,
I don't know. That's why I'm like, I'm in between.
It's the high school thing for me.
Right.
College is I get because they're making. I mean, they're making.
I agree. Yeah.
But I feel like Texas football for sure is making a lot of money. High school, but I'm saying college. I know they're.
You know
college is making a crazy amount of money. So absolutely,
I think college is.
But
high
high school,
no.
I mean, I think
What
you're taking the.
much money for in high school?
They're starting. They're starting to give. They're starting giving high school money.
What?
NIL in high school.
See, I don't. The reason why I don't agree with that is because I literally had to sit. My son is a freshman in high school. They wanted him to play varsity, and I had to literally sit my son down and explain to him, you're going to sit on the bench. Mm-hmm. You are trying to be on a team with people who have at least 3 to 4 years more experience than you in this high school realm. Absolutely. So are you just trying to say that you're on varsity? Or do you want to actually play so that you can be seen get experience and not hurt yourself? Because let's say the running back, 400. Yeah, I was like, let's say the running back does hurt himself, and now you runner up and you ready to go. They 300 pounds. Yeah. You are 165 pounds, sir. Yeah. What you gonna hurt yourself in your freshman year, and now you're gonna spend your sophomore and your junior year trying to recoup for your senior year, and they're not gonna even be looking at you. You got to make it make sense. I just think you're giving children. I always felt like the NFL, NBA was a setup. Not a setup. Let me not say that. But yeah, most of those boys, most of those guys that come out of that play sports are normally from a poverty, situation, right? Yes. They're playing for their livelihood. They're playing to get mama, to go home and get everybody else, right? And there is no financial literacy that's taught in college. There's no financial literacy really taught in high school. Exactly. And when you take someone that's 19, 20 years old and hand them 20, 30, 40 million dollars, is like the Johnny Manziel, like even people that are used to money, when you give it to them, they're going to go ape shit. And I just don't believe giving a kid that's 16 years old, first of all, they're going to have problems with the mamas and dad, because now who gets the money? Does the adult get the money? And okay, is the adult stealing the money? And is the adult giving the kid the money? And like, do you know how many, in my mind, I could just see so many family situations playing out when it comes, money will destroy a family. I'm telling you. And at 16 and 17 years old, when you are putting your body on the line, but you have parents that got to get the money because you're not old enough to cash a check type shit, I just feel like it's you
just
have a whole lot of kids trying to emancipate
That's what I'm
themselves.
saying. It's just going to be a lot of, I just think money creates confusion. Where there's too much money, there's problems. I think it's premature. I think they should wait until the people are really making real revenue. Like I said, maybe college, post freshman year or
I think I think they should wait till they're a junior in college to actually give them the money. Like, okay, at least you went through 2 years. You actually learning something and you doing something.
And put them on a payroll.
That makes sense.
Why cut them one check?
Most players in high school, in college, whether they play football or basketball, they at least got to stay 2
years. Yes, you got to stay 2
before
years.
They get drafted, so that makes sense.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I literally just had this conversation with my son. Like, you got to go to college if you want to be an NFL player. Yeah. So, it's only 2 of them in here, so I'm going to just pick one.
This might be one we ain't
touched. We already covered that.
If not, it's going to be whatever's on your mind.
We actually covered that too. Okay, so I'm going to create a question.
Yeah, you create it.
Okay. Let's see. Pick a category.
Oh, gosh.
Music, life, parenting?
I'm always say music.
Random. Music. Okay.
Someone said me.
When it comes to music, who are your top 3 inspirational artists that put you in a position to be like, I want to make sure that I make music that aligns to this?
3 ain't enough, I'm gonna be honest. I pull from so many different artists.
Do your starting 5.
Yeah, your starting 5.
Do your starting 5. We'll give you 2 more.
So back to like, you know, how I write in layers and a lot of double meanings. I think I take that from Jay-Z. To this day, I still find rubies in his music. When I come back to him, like, oh, that's what he meant. And that's one thing I wanted to do with my music, really make people like dive into it like it's a book, or like it's a puzzle. They have to piece it together. I would say Kanye and Drake, because I put them in the same pot because they made it kind of comfortable to sing. Like it used to, like you looked at like you wasn't tough if you was singing as a rapper.
Absolutely.
And I remember 808 Heartbreaks. It was like, man, he like really singing on records. He pouring his heart out. And I was going through my own little heartbreak. So that was a crazy time because that's also when I started producing.
Okay.
So all my first beats sounded like trash, but they had like Kanye influences.
Okay.
And then Drake, I mean, it's Drake, like,
he made it okay to be vulnerable to me. I
Right.
think.
I feel like
He made it okay for guys to be vulnerable.
I think the first song I heard of him was like Falling Too Fast.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Like I said, I got trust issues.
I was like,
I'm a
who
trick.
is this?
I love hoes.
Yeah,
Tell me.
and all of those. I was like, oh, okay.
I meet her and just give her everything. I'm sorry. Like I'm like, nigga, you just a simp. Jesus.
Houston,
He made it just dope to be
Soft.
soft. He did.
But it also made me like, again, singing and rapping.
Yeah.
It's okay to do.
Absolutely.
Because I was afraid to sing at first.
Okay.
Like I can't sing, you know what I mean? I ain't no
You was in the
Jasmine
choir. I know you
Sullivan,
can.
but I understand
Yeah.
how to hold a note and everything. Let me think of
So you need 2
So
more.
Jay-Z, Kanye,
And
Kanye
Drake.
and Drake.
Drake, and then you need
Ross.
Okay,
Rick
that's
Ross.
different. I wouldn't have said that.
Nah, I rock with Ross. I guess the whole luxury raps. You know,
Yeah.
he made me look at it like,
Nice
I
pineapples.
was thinking that
yeah,
too.
like,
Maybachs.
or he made me want to put my team on too. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I see that.
And bring my people with me, and you know, make music that just make you want to boss up.
Yeah.
Like you know, back to this boss day.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna say Beyonce.
Why you laugh? Why he can't like the Queen Bee? The Queen Bee hard.
Like I know she has an army around her, but to continue to do it at a high level every year, and her performances are just like mind blowing. Like to do the choreography and still hit the notes, and then like she's like so hands on with everything, just like me. That inspires me to like, man, you could be
Any fucking thing.
on that level, you know what I'm saying? And still like have a family and like, cause you gotta think, I used to look at Jay-Z like boom, but now he kind of like the backseat to Beyonce.
Yeah, yeah.
And rightfully so, she just like, she the GOAT.
Yeah,
She the GOAT.
that's dope.
Can I ask something in there? Because I hear you saying with all these artists, like what you've gotten from them. So what would you want to see people get from you? Like when they talk about like, man, I was listening to Jayson Lyric and this is what I got from that. What would you say that is?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that he was so hands-on with everything. You know, Self-Love, I wrote the entire record, right?
Yeah.
So even Nevaeh singing, shout out to her though, I couldn't have done it without
Right.
her.
She has a
But
beautiful voice, by the way.
she does, like,
Yeah.
an angelical voice.
Yeah.
But I did the, you know, the vocal production with her. So, like, I'll one day post a rough where I'm singing, like, you know,
like
the
the
hook
reference,
or whatnot. But I take that from Ye, too. Ye was very hands-on. A lot of people think, you know, I'm just, like, rapping over, you know, YouTube beats or something.
Right.
No, I take pride in, like, you know,
Using
let's
the whole
take this down an
foundation.
octave. Let's sample this. Let's start it with a 4-bar intro.
Like you said, you're a real artist.
Yeah, but I guess, but that's subjective at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But I do consider I'm a real artist.
Yeah.
But Tyler, the Creator, he speaks the same thing to the music where he's so hands-on, like he's producing a lot of the things. He's directing his own videos.
Yeah.
So I want people to take that from it, and it's my real story.
Right.
So if I say it in a song, it's not just entertainment for me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's
Out of
real
body
what you
experience was a real life story.
Right.
And so when you listen to it, maybe you wonder who that woman is
Right.
that I'm talking about.
Right.
But those are real life stories.
What's the real life story?
All of it.
He don't want to talk. He said, "I don't tell you about my business. You want to tell us your business."
I mean, okay, so even why I came up with the title Out of Body Experience, right? With my chick or whatnot, and I done my due, right? I done my business, and she like, that's the best it's ever been, right? And my ego kicks in. I'm like,
Round 2.
no, what you mean? What did I do? What did I do different? Like, so I can do this every time. And she said she can't explain it. She literally said it was like an out of body experience. And so I'm like, man, I gotta make this a record. And that was the project that gave me my first deal, put money in my pocket.
Did you break her off?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Get
Making sure you
your
was a real
inspiration.
one.
Some money.
Making sure you was a real one. You know,
Yeah.
inspiration always need a little.
Yeah.
No, man.
But I mean, imagine if that night never happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Imagine if she chose the self-love route.
That's a good one.
Good job, sis.
See how they worked out together?
Yeah, that's a good one.
sis.
That was a good one. He would have had a song called Rose.
Yeah. Nigga like out of body. I just had the best out of body experience with that rose. Nigga like what?
But yeah, even to the song Killer that's on that project, you know, God damn it, you a killer. Don't pull the trigger. Don't use me like a throwaway. Don't use me and just throw me away.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's how I felt at the time. Like,
Okay.
you know, is this real? Like, is this
Yeah.
gonna last? So
That's
Yeah.
dope.
I love it.
I appreciate you coming to share your story, your transparency, just all of it. I'm glad you finally made it. You know, so we want to make sure that you tell people where they can find you,
Okay.
what platforms, what they need to go stream, where they need to go see the new video, pins and needle. Like, give us a little bit so they know what to do.
Jayson Lyric on everything. JaysonLyric. That's my @ on everything, so it ain't hard to find. That's also my website, jasonlyric.com.
Okay.
You can stream Late to the Party.
Which go hard. The
Nah,
whole
they
album.
Appreciate
don't.
it.
They go
Appreciate it.
hard.
Everywhere, but you can also buy a digital copy. If you want to support the independent route that
Okay.
I'm on, straight from the website, you can buy the digital copy.
Okay.
Pins and Needles is a record that really is dearly to me right now. So I'm releasing a visual by the time this drop it'll be out.
Yeah.
So support that.
It's gonna be on YouTube. Or where you going? What's the best spot? Okay.
YouTube. Yeah, I guess that's the best platform. And there will be a part 2 to Late to the Party. So look forward to that.
Okay.
Because we're not done. You know what I'm saying? As far as like with that rollout.
And before you go, any Dallas artists you want to work with in particular that you haven't had a chance to tap in with?
So many, right?
I know
Trap
you had
Boy.
our
You want to
cousin
do a
You
rapper
wanna
with
do
Trap?
Boy?
Yeah.
Trap Boy Freddie.
Wow.
Trap Boy.
Make it happen.
That's gonna be interesting.
Man,
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, so I went to school with his older sister,
Okay.
and man, I kind of remember like him coming up there with his moms and stuff. But for me, I got Oak Cliff Baby is one of my popular records.
Okay.
I want to remix that with Trap Boy, and we work with like the same producers
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
Don't
We
say
gonna make
you
that-
want to.
We
Say
going
you
to.
want
We
It's
always
gonna
manifest
happen.
things
Yeah,
on
you're
here.
going
So
to.
next
gonna
time you
happen.
come, it'll be an Oak Cliff Baby Part 2
mhm.
with you and Trap. And
Okay.
that video,
There you go.
can I just be
Yeah.
I just want to write a piece of the treatment
Okay.
for the Oak Cliff
You
Baby.
said a piece.
Let me just find which where we gonna be at in the cliff.
Let
Just
me
put me in
think.
the video. I can't rap.
I got you. Let me think of
About
a few
remix,
others.
you be all right.
I mean, you cannot say Big X right now. You know, he's
Obviously.
going crazy. And I love his rollout. I love his
Yes.
presentation. He's a great example of Dallas. Yak the Mac, where he goes by Yak In, excuse me if I pronounce
haven't
that
heard
the
of him.
wrong
Me
way.
neither.
But he's working with TDE right now and Cal Banks right now.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
Yak.
Yak In, I might be saying
Yak
it wrong,
In.
but he used to go by Yak the Mac. Shout out
Okay.
him. Me and Jay White are gonna do something soon.
That's
Okay.
my homie. Shout out to Jay.
Shout out Jay White, man. He's scared to come on the show and talk.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Jay White.
Sorry, we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
tell him come
on.
up
Yeah.
here. He'll come.
I texted the other day. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming as soon as I'm ready to talk.
It's
I'm
Kansas City. It's football.
Yeah,
We love the
yeah.
Kansas City,
We
so
got
they
a
don't
we
play.
got a bet right now on the if Cowboys make it to the playoffs.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
He bet you the Cowboys with Kansas City.
Well, I know Cowboys.
You bet
are-
him
we
with the
shaky.
Kansas. You bet him with Kansas City.
No, I told him Kansas City has to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
But they
And
won
then-
last
But y'all gotta
year.
make it to the
They got a
playoffs.
three-peat.
It's so hard to three-peat,
They won
though.
last
It's hard to
year,
three-peat.
though.
Yeah, that's
It's hard
cool.
to
Last year.
Because I ain't hear that damn.
They barely winning
But
right
he,
now.
Okay.
They winning.
his bet with me will Cowboys make the playoffs. They make the playoffs every year. It's just
Okay,
what they
well,
do
I don't
once
know,
they get there.
man.
Our
She getting
division
real
sucks.
about
We're
now.
gonna
So we
sip
good.
this-
Nah,
the
we
rest of
good.
this in
We
this
good.
cup
We
real
good.
quick.
We good.
Well, thank you for coming. We got a gift for you.
Okay.
Yeah, got a little token of appreciation.
Nice. Thank you. I
Appreciate
appreciate
you pulling
that.
up,
I appreciate that.
as well. I
Thank
didn't say get the chance to say it, but
Can you pull it out
Homecoming is
so we
one of
can
my
see
yeah,
what
favorite
it
yeah,
songs
is?
too.
Thank you. It's cute. It's cute or whatever. And they match what you got on there.
It do.
Yeah, all
it do.
black.
I love black, so shout out to that.
Shout out to your Can I Vent shirt. Okay. Next time you record, wear it. You give us a little selfie. So
Okay, I got you.
a little shout out, a little light promotion.
No, for sure. I'll
Well,
post
you
it in the
can
studio.
make sure you follow us. Can I Vent on Can I Vent podcast on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. It's _ Can I Vent. Make sure you tap in with us. I'm Bior Truth, BIOR Truth.
MWBTP.
Taylor Simone.
And
With a Y, not a I.
Right.
Okay.
Put some respect on it.
Well, Jason with the Y. You know?
yeah,
There you
not
go.
just the AS.
Yeah, Jason Leary, welcome to the show. Real.
And thank y'all. This has been another great episode. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, go subscribe, go like, go share.